What's going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer and Tim Hyde here from Blue and Gold with our final thoughts, observations, and prediction before Notre Dame versus South Carolina, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff, Friday, December 30th, and that game can be found on ESPN. Tim, it's really one of the more intriguing non-playoff or non-New Year's Six bowl games between two ranked teams. Notre Dame coming in number 21, South Carolina number 19. We'll get your prediction and in my prediction for this game. But let's go through your three keys first. And Tim, I think this is an obvious one. What will we see from Notre Dame's quarterback? And I put that S there at the end because it might be multiple quarterbacks. We will just have to see.
Exactly, and then put a coin at the end of that so we could flip it because we have no idea. So this is this is huge, right? This is the big question mark of this football game is Notre Dame quarterback. Notre Dame's going into the Gator Bowl, as you say, they're ranked. You have the Gator Bowl, the first time since 2006. Both teams are playing in this game ranked, so it's a big football game for the Gator Bowl itself, especially in South Carolina, right down the road. They're going to fill that stadium. They're probably excited as could be. They've won back-to-back top 10 teams, Clemson and South Carolina. And then you got Notre Dame, Drew Pine throwing to first-team All-American Michael Mayer all year, and those guys are gone. So it's like Tyler Buchner, we haven't seen since the Marshall game, September 10th, Mike. It's been a long time since we've seen Tyler Buchner. So as we've talked, it's been surprising. He's back, but he's back. He's going to start. And then you got Steve Angeli moving up. So my big question in this game is, who is the Michael Mayer of this game, right? Who is that guy Tyler Buchner is going to feel comfortable with when it's 3rd and 8? Because everybody in America knew who it was going to be for the last really 2 seasons for Notre Dame at tight end. So we have no idea, Mike. This game is going to be a wild card, but it's going to be exciting because I think we are going to see both quarterbacks, and both quarterbacks are going to have to go in there and lead Notre Dame to victory. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the number 2, right? Steve Angeli, the guy who has played this year, we have not seen throw the ball. So I would love to see Steve Angeli come in and lead a 50-50, run pass style of a drive and see him go down and score. So there's going to be some really good, intriguing things here off this key number 1 for me.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. Talk about Mayer. I mean, not only did everyone know that that's where the quarterback was going to go with the ball, but they still couldn't stop it. Mayer still was just so dominant on 3rd down. So Tobias Merriweather is supposed to be full go for the game. Does he become a number 1 option? Does Lorenzo Styles kind of step up? He's been more of a disappointment this season when you consider the high expectations we have. Does Deion Colsey? Is it Jaden Thomas? Is it another tight end, Holden Stays or Mitchell Evans? Like it's going to be very interesting for sure. But with all of this quarterback talk, Tim, just run the damn ball. But if I might add some context to your run the damn ball, key number 2 here is, maybe don't make Tyler Buchner the focal point of your rushing attack.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he's coming off shoulder surgery, so I'm not expecting him to be zone read. I'm not expecting him to run the quarterback counters we saw against Ohio State and Columbus that night. No, I think we're going to see Notre Dame run the ball, which they've done this year with Drew Pine. Same type of rushing attack. And is it going to hold teams? Our team's going to, South Carolina in this game, not teams. Is South Carolina going to think Buchner may keep it on once in a while? Does Buchner keep it and just run out of bounds? Does he, because he did that in the Marshall game quite effectively when he took over and would run the ball out of bounds and he got them rolling back into that game. So, but I'm expecting Notre Dame to be their traditional inside zone duo combination type of run game. Notre Dame ran the ball for over 180 yards a game this year, top 40 in the country. South Carolina gives up over 190 yards a game. The key, South Carolina has a big-time NFL prospect going to sit out this game. All 5 of Notre Dame's offensive linemen are going to play in this game, led by first-team All-American Joe Alt. So I would expect Notre Dame to pound the ball. And a key little stat, and I've mentioned this 1,000 times, is if Notre Dame has not lost, Mike, a game since Stanford in 2017 when they ran the ball for 40 times. When Notre Dame hits 40 carries or more, they have won every game since Stanford in 2017. So if they get to that threshold, it means you're controlling the clock. You got the momentum going. You don't need to throw so much. That means you're probably ahead as well. So that would be a key figure is if they get to that 40 plus, I would expect Notre Dame to, be winning this football game.
And when Notre Dame does drive the football down the field and they get inside the 20, Tim, they got to put up 6 instead of 3.
Yeah, I mean that's literally, the key of this game is who holds people to field goals, because both defenses are in the bottom 100s when it comes to defensive production on giving up touchdowns. South Carolina's bad. We've talked about Notre Dame's all season long. They're bad. USC just torched them in the last time we saw Notre Dame there with their Oklahoma transfer. Mr. Williams, the Heisman winner. Now you got Spencer Rattler from Oklahoma doing the same type of thing. And then you have the offenses. You have Notre Dame, by the way, is 14th in red zone touchdowns this year on offense. And South Carolina is number 20. So you got basically the same offensive numbers, and each team has the same defensive numbers. So what defense can rally and just hold the other guy to field goals, I think will be a key indicator in this football game. So, we'll see, but hopefully Notre Dame just goes down there, handles it, because South Carolina has a lot of guys on defense out that are going pro already. So that could be a big factor in this football game.
Yeah. So Notre Dame's coming into this game 8-4, as is South Carolina 4-4 in the SEC. They started the season 0-2. Actually, never mind, 1-2. They beat Georgia State, missed that. So didn't start the season hot, just similar to Notre Dame. Also the same as Notre Dame, beating Clemson. South Carolina beat them at the end of November. So they're coming off back-to-back top 10 wins. The Gamecocks are over Tennessee and Clemson. Looking at OddsShark, the are maybe not trusted, but our favorite, kind of algorithm, AI, whatever you want to call it, does have Notre Dame winning by 8 points, 36-27. The spread consensus, the public is on South Carolina plus 2.5 points. The over-under on this game is 51.5, and people are hitting that over at a 63% clip. So, Tim, what's your score prediction for this game? Actually, I'll go first.
Sure.
I've got Notre Dame 28-24. My reasoning is that I don't have reasoning, because I have no idea what to expect in this football game. And anyone who feels like they do, cheers to them, because like we talked about, this Notre Dame team is going to look a whole lot different. And the South Carolina team is definitely going to look a lot different. So it's like an NFL preseason game to me almost. So, but I'm rolling with Notre Dame. I think Tyler Buckner and the Irish offense just get enough done, and they score in the red zone opportunities, Tim. But yeah, what's your score prediction?
I'm going with the under. So you got America going with the over, as you're saying there on the OddsShark. I'm going the under. So many opt-outs for South Carolina. It's going to be a different looking football team. They're a 2 tight end team, a lot like Notre Dame is, and all their tight ends have transferred. So, they have a running back, wide receivers, their number 1 offensive tackles left, multiple guys, both corners who are outstanding are going NFL, a handful of other guys on defense have transferred. I think they're up to 10 guys. Now, Notre Dame's got some premier dudes now. They got 2 All-Americans, right? Michael Mayer, Isaiah Foskey. The reason why they're in the Gator Bowl is that you had to win 8 games, and that quarterback who led them, started 8 wins for them is gone. Cam Hart's not playing it. He's out with an injury. So I am going to go the under, and I am going to be a defensive, tight ball game. But I'm going to go Notre Dame 26, and I'm going to go South Carolina 23. So a 26-23 game. Going back to my a lot of field goals. I think there's going to be some field goals. I don't know why. I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to feel like that Notre Dame slugfest. The last 2 times they faced SEC in these type of non-playoff games has been LSU, the Music City Bowl and the Citrus Bowl, which were nail biters down to the 4th quarter. I think we're going to see a game like that as well.
Look at you hyping up that you're taking the under, and you only take it by 2.5 points. I'm so proud of you, Tim. All right, folks, do appreciate you watching to the end of this video. Make sure you join us after the game for our post-game live show, where myself and Tim Hyde will break down Notre Dame versus South Carolina in the Gator Bowl. Again, folks, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN. You can find that game on Friday. So please hit the thumbs up before you get out of here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any other of our content here at Blue and Gold. And yeah, we'll catch you next time.